In this tutorial, we will learn how to work with the timeline in ADX2. Like in your favorite digital audio workstation, each cue in AtomCraft has a timeline on which you can place one or more audio files on tracks. Let's see how it works. Working with the timeline in AtomCraft is very intuitive. You can drag and drop audio files like you would do in your DAW. If you want to delay a waveform, just move it along the timeline. This is very convenient to synchronize audio with the video. If you want to duplicate an audio clip on the timeline, simply hold Ctrl and drag and drop the clip where you want it. If you need a new track, right-click under your last track, select New Object, and then click on Create Track. Navigating the timeline is easy. To move the cursor, just click on the ruler. If you want to adjust the track width, simply move this slider to the right. To do an horizontal zoom, move this slider to the right. If you want to stay organized, you also have the possibility to change the color of any track. To do so, select a track, right-click on it to get the context menu and select Color Settings. In AtomCraft, you can add automation to a large number of parameters, such as volume, pitch, and panning, but also filter cutoff frequency and resonance, for example. To add new automation, select a track, click on the automation selector, here displaying No Automation, and then select Add. These are the automation functions available. We could add many automation curves on the same track. We are going to choose Volume Automation. The new automation curve just appeared on the track. It is a simple line for the moment. Let's edit it. Click on the line to add points. Simply drag the points to shape the curve. To change the type of a segment, select a point and right-click on it. Select Curve Type and choose the appropriate curve. The curve for the segment between the selected point and the previous one is changed accordingly. Let's take a look at another type of automation curve. First, to keep things simple, we delete the previous automation curve. Click on it and then choose Delete. This time, we add a new automation curve, but for the pitch. Let's hear the sound without the automation. Now click on the line to add points. And drag the points to shape the curve. It's a really good way to create variations, isn't it? You may have noticed that the timeline ruler is expressed in milliseconds. If you like, you can change that. First, right-click on the ruler and select Time-Based Settings. The Time-Based Settings window appears. Let's choose Bars and Beats and click OK. As you can see, the time on the ruler is now expressed in bars and beats, which can be very convenient when working on a music track, for example. Finally, let's place this longer audio file on the timeline. Although the cue will work perfectly, the waveform is not displayed, only its position. To reduce the time and memory used to display the waveforms, AtomCraft has an upper limit for the duration of the audio files, which can be displayed on a track. You can change this limit by opening the Properties window and in the General Display section by adjusting the value of Display Time of Waveform Graph. Back to the timeline, you can see that the waveform is now displayed. This concludes our little tour of the timeline.